Hello, welcome to Outside in Your Garden, another show from the Pleasantville Garden Club, and I'm here today with Mitzi. And where are we today, Mitzi?
Well, good morning. We're at GG's house and we're going to put together some containers.
That's right. So let's go over and meet Gigi.
Good.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey!
Hey.
I'm so glad you're here. My
Right.
goodness, I have so many questions
So we're
about filling up my pot.
So you've got one ready for us right there,
I
haven't
do.
you?
Well, so I have some pictures of what we did with this because
Yeah.
this tree was all the way down to the dirt, and everybody said leave it, but I decided to cut it, and now I have lots of room to put things.
Right.
And so I'm going to ask you, what do you think? I could put a creeping Jenny.
Yeah, that would hang over nicely.
Yeah. What do you think of the color, though? I
I'm
think
not
it's a
sure
little-
about the color.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
little
little
too yellow
bright.
combo, right?
I have this, which will make a flower.
Yeah.
It also drapes.
It
It
also
also
drapes,
drapes.
but again, the color may not be quite right.
Yeah, I think it's a little
Right.
dull.
hmm
So I was thinking, this is a real long shot, but what do you think if I put
The Japanese painted fern.
Yeah, and
I
they'll
think it's
turn
great.
Purple.
I
Yeah.
think that
And
works
you know what? In
roughly.
between, I've got some moss. So I'll put 3 of them on here.
Yep.
And in between, I'll put the moss.
I think that's going to look lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to work.
Well, we have more. I have more plants.
Right.
You could see over here. We took a trip to the nursery.
Yeah, and Mitzi bought a big long container for us to fill in, and I bought some tulips, which I want to plant around.
Okay, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Okay, so Mitzi, you bought the nice long container, didn't you? And
Yes.
we went to the nursery a couple of days ago, and we've got lots of possibilities here.
Right.
I really like the heuchera you chose.
I think that becomes a nice center.
Yeah.
We do want to have something tall. We do want to have a filler, and we want something to hang over. But now we're introducing native plants and pollinators. So we're putting some herbs mixed in with the flowers.
Right.
So that's really a different way of thinking, and it's all inclusive.
Great.
A lot of it is to choose which colors seem to go together. So we have a lot of choices.
Right. So I think the heuchera we've talked to, that belongs in the middle, right?
Okay.
So let's get that out of its pot. And let's pop that in. This is a little root bound, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you do when it's a little root bound? You do the same as me. Yep.
I try to open it up a little bit
Right. Me too.
and take out, we don't need all this
No.
root.
And
Okay.
you can pull down with your thumb to just score the sides, and then the roots then grow out into the medium. So that's going to look really nice there in the middle. So we'll put a bit of soil up around the side of it.
And then we can
Okay.
always fill in with the soil.
Yeah, we'll fill in the soil. in a
So
bit.
now this is tall. We can add something that also has some height. And some of these plants reflect a little bit of this kind of deep purple. And then we're going to have more purple so that the colors really do work together.
Yeah.
And then we have orange and yellow. So this
which
would,
do you think? I think these might be a little tall.
yeah, I think we could save those, but
Save
this
those,
is the
yeah.
right size to be a filler.
Filler. Yeah. Put that one in there.
So this will go a little bit towards the front.
I think that's very nice. Like
And
that.
this one isn't so root bound, so this
No.
will fit in nicely.
Do you want to tuck that one in there?
Okay.
Do you want just one of those, just to sort of give
Yeah,
it a bit?
we could
rather
do
than
that.
Having two.
And then this actually, there's a second one, so we can parallel
Right.
and do that. But this looks nice.
This looks
like
nice.
this. And then we have some color.
Yep. So these are
These are snapdragons.
snapdragons.
And this container, it's really good to read these labels because they tell you which are sun and which are shade and what the plants require. And then we have some parsley, which is good for the bees and the butterflies. We need some pollinators.
That's going to be lovely because then you can come out and pick that.
That's right. And if this is near your door or near your kitchen, you have your herbs close by.
And you've got a little bit of an oregano over here.
Yes,
You want to
and
pop
that
in?
That's a nice one, and it has a flower that drapes, so that's kind of nice in the front.
So that'll be lovely in the front here. You've also got these two lavenders.
Right, this
Alyssum,
is
I mean, sweet
alyssum.
alyssum.
But this is more for the repetition of color. So we have a little more of the purple in the front. And you want to fill your containers quite full, more so than what you would do in the ground, because you want the containers really to look pretty. So we have a little purple, little yellow, and then here we have room for additional herbs. Gigi brought out basil,
Yep.
and this is a rosemary, so that you have a different texture. And this kind of looks nice because it has a different size leaf. So this one, and it smells wonderful.
This is starting to look lovely now, isn't it?
Okay, so we have more herbs. Okay.
What do you think?
Oh,
I
it's
think
looking,
we're starting to look good now, isn't it?
yeah. So now we have a little bit of space over here.
Yep.
So we could add, we have another one of these so that it's a little,
Okay.
this one we could add to the front.
Pop another oregano in.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Good.
Okay. Now we have to take a look and see how it all balances.
I think this purple one should go in the same place as that one.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's good balance.
Yeah.
So we should take this guy out of here
yeah.
and
Put
pop
it-
him in there in the front. Okay, that's going to give us some room at the end here.
Turn him around.
Turn him around. There you go. Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
That's nice. Good.
So that's good.
Right, this guy goes in the back.
In the back, yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
you wanted something else in the front
Okay.
to hang down? We have that.
Well,
be careful, there's a lot of water. Yeah, thyme would be nice.
well,
Just pull it out. Don't turn it upside down because there's all water in it.
okay.
That's good.
Well, we can always use the water. So now we have herbs,
Yep.
we have natives,
Yep.
and we have really a very nice color combination.
We do, don't we? We
So
have
that
our
looks-
pillar, we have our fillers, and we have our spillers.
Right.
So we're all set.
That's a good container.
Great. Let's do Gigi's pot now.
Good.
So Mitzi, your planter was new, but this planter I've used for a couple of years, so it's got dirt in it already. So do you take out some, or do you just put more on top? Or?
Well, this looks like it's decent soil. So what I would do would be loosen it up
Okay.
and add more. Although this is quite full, so we may have to take out a little bit, and then we can add a little bit of good potting soil on top of this.
Okay.
So we can take out just a little bit and
All
then
right, so
put some in.
here's what I thought. I want your expert advice. I love these yellow begonias. And then,
And this is a container that you don't have to walk around. You'd see it from the front.
yes,
So it's really one-sided.
yes, that's great. And so this, I don't know what this is. It's a firehouse purple, but it's going to be purple. when
And it's
we're
got
done.
a nice leaf
So
too. That's
this
good.
Next to the yellow. Mm-hmm. So am I putting them in one at a time, or am I?
Yeah, put them in one at a time and we'll see how it looks.
Okay. How about you take that one out? Because I can't get it. And I'll take this one. Oh, because the roots are all on the
Yeah,
bottom.
they're a little bit root bound, so you have to
Yeah.
loosen up the roots a little bit.
So what do you do when it's root bound?
Just to loosen it, because you don't want to destroy them. You want them to grow out.
Right. So you just loosen them.
Just
like
loosen
that.
them up a little bit.
Okay, that's great. All right. So these have to be a little bit higher, I
Mm-hmm.
think, don't you?
Yeah, and then we can fill in later with the new soil.
Okay. So now this one comes out easy. So this one will go here.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
And now
And then we got this.
Lucimachia, the creeping jenny, which is
Creeping
going to drape
jenny.
over the front.
Right. All right. Here's the one.
Okay.
So I like number three of something, but we've only bought two of each kind here.
Well,
So-
but we'll have a third, which is 2 in the front and 1 in the back, so you get your 3.
Okay.
So we put these 2 together.
Right.
And this has that really pretty spring chartreusey green. And this is,
this you got from your garden.
this I dug up, but it has a different texture. And I thought it would look nice,
So
kind of
in
as a
between,
balance.
Like in between
Yep.
these 2 begonias here
And in the back.
and towards the back.
Right.
And that will grow.
That'll grow a little taller,
Okay.
but it doesn't get huge. So it's a nice container. It's a good container filler.
Yeah.
So we have a
Okay.
lot of good filler.
So we'll pick these up higher and put dirt in them later.
Right.
And then
Once
there.
we put the soil in, then the whole thing will be lifted up.
Okay.
But take a look from the front and see if you like it.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Okay.
I love it.
So that's nice. And it's very subtle. Nice little bit of color.
Yeah, I am that way. Maybe because I work with color all the time. So to me, it's calming to have less color.
Right. Well, this is nice, and it's a nice combination. And there's color in the leaves, too. You see the different,
Exactly.
and you
Yeah.
have different textures. So
Yeah.
that's a good combination.
Yes, I like that. Thank you.
Good.
Let's do Michael's now.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do Michael's round pot, and he's already planted tulips, which were planted as bulbs in the fall, but it's a very nice beginning for this container. So that's where we're starting.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that the middle tulips here are this color orange with little black centers. And then these narrower ones are yellow with black tips. So I planted all of this in November, knowing that I would have to add around the pot. So we went to the nursery, and obviously we got some pansies and we've got some other flowers here. So what do you think, Mitzi?
Well, this container is going to have to be changed in the summertime because the tulips will be finished, and the pansies
will be
don't.
finished.
They don't like the heat.
No.
So, but they're very pretty in the spring.
They're going to be perfect for May and June.
That's right, and that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to add the purple,
Yep.
and then we have different choices. We have the Snapdragon, which has a little bit of that same color,
It does,
which is
yes.
a pretty combination.
So let's put in one of those. We've
Okay.
also got a little one of these.
Which is that carries out your
Carries out
color.
with the color,
of-
yep.
Yeah.
So these, I usually split these when I take them out. And again, it's quite root bound, so I'm just going to tear it down there. Do you want that one?
Okay, so we have the repetition
Yep.
of color, and now we need something that's going to hang down.
We've got the Creeping Jenny.
Creeping
I think we could
Jenny's a-
use that as well. I think
That's a
that'll be
good
very
choice.
nice.
Okay, now we may want to move this over and put the Creeping
Jenny
Jenny
in the middle.
in the center.
So move that orange one over a little bit.
Okay,
Good.
so we have that, and we have the orange, and there's enough room here that we could actually put in another pansy.
Another pansy, I think so. Why not? Let's fill it up. Put that in the back here, so you can look at it from other sides.
Okay, that's good.
And do you want another orange one?
And you really want it to be nice and full,
Oh, yep.
so that's
Put
good.
that one in there.
Now the question is, do we want to make this a little bit fuller? This is a native, and we're trying to add a lot of natives. So either this can go in the container or in another pot.
I think I've got another pot that I'll put
Or
it in.
somewhere you
or
can-
even in the garden next
That's
to the,
right,
where,
that
where
can
I
go
put
in.
the pot.
But
Yeah.
we can, to make this a little, we have a little more, we can add some of the
We
Snapdragons.
could add a snapdragon. I'm
I
not
think-
sure. I think we're almost getting too full. I don't want to dig in the middle because we've got more tulips coming up.
Okay, so
I think that's probably good for now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have this as an option, and this is a nice thing to put in when some of these plants are gone.
Right.
This is a nice color combination.
That'll
So
do
we'll
better
keep
in the summer too.
we'll keep this as a replacement.
Good.
So that's
The
good.
last thing we need to do is water everything. So let's go and meet Gigi and put all the pots together, and we'll water.
Good. That sounds good.
So, can we talk a little bit about fertilizing these?
Right. Well, there's some fertilizers. If the center number is high, it's good for the flowers. So that's one thing to consider. There's some fertilizers like Osmocote that you sprinkle on, and every time you water, it fertilizes. And there are other ones that you add to the water each time that you're taking care of the plant.
So do you do it in the beginning?
Yes.
You should put a little fertilizer and then water it really, really well.
Very well in the
Very
beginning.
well in the beginning, because the soil goes down, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. Well, this has been very exciting. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you very
to
much.
my...
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. It
We've ended
was.
up
Look
with
at
some-
how nice our containers
Oh,
are.
they're
great.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
So-
you.
Love this.
Thank you for watching, everybody, and look for our next show soon.
Bye for now.